Hi there, this is Tracy from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. This is my Trimming the Town Christmas special class. The ladies that ordered this class get to make 3 of each of these 5 cards and this cute little storage box, the pumpkin box to keep them in. So this first video is to show you how I popped this box together, but also to show you how I cut the designer series paper from this sheet, because I've used it on quite a few projects. So it's how to get it so that you can use it here on this little strip and on these ones as well, and have enough and the measurements you need to get just in the right places. So I'm going to go ahead and move the cards out the way. So there'll be following videos, subsequent videos showing how to make each of these cards. But I thought I'd start on this one. The other thing I just want to show you, if you had a pack from me, you will have these sentiments on one side. On the other side of this paper are little wreaths, but I've gone ahead, because I'm really kind like that, and cut strips for you. So not all of them, but the ones that I used on the card, I did it down to, I think, From Our Home to Yours. So this one's already been cut to show some of them. But if you do need to cut these, they're pretty much 1/4 inch for each one. So you just come down on your trimmer and just cut each one, or you could, you know, cut them individually. There's different languages on here. There's German, there's French and English. Possibly, I don't know if there's any other language on there, possibly, but those are the ones I know of. So let's get started. I'll show you how to make the pumpkin box as well. So if you buy these as a pack, they come in a pack of 10, and they're food safe, which is quite handy if you want to pop some little treats in there as well. I've done this for the to keep your cards in when you're making this set. But I'll show you how to put it together. You can get rid of these little pieces here. These will just probably fall out anyway, but we don't need these. And these are really quite sturdy, these boxes. So you'll need to, as you fold it, you'll need to just go over with a bone folder or something similar that you've got at home, just to reinforce these score lines. So you just fold, so you have the shiny side is inside, that's the food safe bit. You fold on all these score lines and just give them a going over with something, oops, a bit firm, like a bone folder. This is such a lovely sweet, and I really wanted to use it as part of my Christmas special. I've seen some other Christmas specials with snowflakes and things which were absolutely gorgeous, but I just thought this one was a little bit unusual, and we didn't need to do any stamping really, because we had all these lovely sentiments and the houses and things in the papers. So fold them this way as well, all of those. One more there. Okay, so how you make this up, you pop this one in and this edge here, and this one's going to come right over the top. These two edges are going to come over the top and hold those in place. So let's do one side at a time. So these two essentially lock into these little holes here, and if you bring this one over the top, these little steps here just click into place. And do the same on the other side. So have the 2 tabs in, bring this one over the top and just click those into place there. And that's it. That's all you need to put your box together. The flaps here and here go inside the box. So this one inside, and then these two tuck in the end here. So there you go. That's your box made. Now I'll show you how I cut the designer series paper, the big sheet that I was showing you. And this is, like I said, in the kits you have 3 of each card that you're going to make. And I wanted to make sure the ones that needed this side of the pattern, we didn't interfere with the side that we needed, or the pieces that we needed on this side. So what I did first was cut the 3x3 squares that we need for this card. So we needed 3 of these to make 3 of these cards. Obviously, if you're not making 3, you don't need so many, but I'll just show you anyway, because the ladies need to know. So I'm using the other side of these mountains here. So I'm going to flip this over and cut a 3-inch strip down this side. So I can put that to one side. That's going to be for that card. Like I say, if you've got them in your kit, this is already cut for you. But if you wanted to make more, this is how I made them. So that's going to one side. Then we also need some strips for this card here, these strips here. And they are 1/2 inch by 4 3/4. So again, I'm going to use this top section here. So we've cut off the mountains. I'm just going to use the next bit because we want more of this for cards further down. So I'm going to flip this over and cut this side here. This time I'm going to cut on my measurements on this side because it's easier with the 1/2 inch here, because you've got plenty of paper to hold on to. So you need to cut 2 strips at 1/2 inch, 1, 2, and then those ones are going to get cut again for the other card. But for now, I'm just going to put them in that card, so I know that's the strips we need to use for those. So now we're left with this, and we want to get pretty much that scene there. Okay, and you can use the other bits. You can use the ice skating rink and the little snowman down here for other cards, but this is how I cut this one. So I'm just going to bring my notes back in so I get it right. So this time we're cutting on this side, so we're going to line this side up at 1 7/8. So that's, let's bring that down a little bit, that's the big mark near the 2 inch here. So 1 7/8, just going to cut that strip off there. So again, that would make a good detail on another card. Then you're going to slide it across to 5 inches and cut again. So this is free to use for another card. This church here we're going to use on one of the wreath cards. So put that to one side and turn it round, and from the top we're going to score at 2 7/8. So I just cut a little bit of that smoke off coming out the chimney, but I wanted to do it so that I could easily cut for lots of kits. I had lots of these that I was sending out. And then the final cut, you're going to line this up at 3 1/4 inches and just cut across there. So unfortunately we've chopped this little chap's legs off, but that's the piece that we want to go on here. So that's all the cutting for this piece. So like I say, you've got lots of pieces left that you can use for other cards. I'm going to get rid of my trimmer. You'll also need a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock. So Poppy Parade is one of the colours in this suite, and you're going to need a piece that measures 5 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches, and that's going to layer on the box here. Let's go ahead and stick that on. So if you do have this class from me in the kit, you'll have individual packages for each of the cards. So I'll try and remember as I go through the videos actually what I called the cards, because I just made up little names and put the stickers on. But you'll be able to see obviously from the picture that I held up. Okay, so that one on there, and then this one is just going to layer on top of there. So the final measurement of this, if you wanted to, you know, use a different piece of designer series paper, this measures 5 inches by 3 1/4 inches. Okay, so glue on the back of this one. as always, my cat's scratching at the door because I've shut it. I was hoping because I fed her she might leave us alone for a little bit, but no. Okay, so that has a border all the way around. And if you don't want to store cards in here, this makes such a cute gift box. You can get, you know, quite a lot in here. You could get jewellery, or you could put chocolates in, or a tie, or all sorts really. Okay, so on this one I used, so again in your kit you would have had 2 meters of each of these ribbons. They come in a double pack, so it's all in the trimming, the town suite. So I've used the old olive one on that lot. I've used 9 inches of ribbon. So I'm just going to cut that. Pretty much 9 inches. And then what I did, I just looped it over and had quite a big loop on the left here, and then just played around with these ends to see where I wanted them to be. So oops, so something like that. And you can do it so that you're not hiding, you know, the tree here, or however you want to do it. But the way I fix this, I put a glue dot underneath this, in between these 2 ribbons here, and then one underneath. So I'm just going to keep my finger there while I get my glue dots. And just going to take one off here with a pokey tool, paper piercer. I think we all call it a pokey tool. So I'm just going to pop it on the ribbon there, and that will secure, that will keep, so it's not actually stuck to the box really, but that just keeps those 2 pieces together. And then I'm going to pop another one underneath there. But by doing that one first, you have your hands free again. So one underneath here. And you can use glue if you haven't got glue dots for this. And you can have these staggered at different lengths if you want to. So that's now stuck down there. And on one of the strips, you can choose really whatever little sentiment you want to put. I quite like this because it was a nice long one to go on there, and it contrasted with the old olive ribbon. So have a look through your sheet, find the one you want. So I'm going to use this Have a Merry Little Christmas, and I'm going to cut that, oops, at either end. And I want to do it fairly near to the next one, because I'm going to do a little, I don't know if you can see on here, a little flag end. Might not be very visible there. You can keep it straight, but I'm just going to show you how to do a flag end on there. So again, cut this one. And this is great if you've got friends in, you know, in other European countries. You've got some really great sentiments. There's a little no peeking here, which is really cute. Some of the French sentiments I can guess. German I wasn't so good at school. I remember little bits, but I wasn't really that good, to be honest. So right, so a little snip at the end here. Like I say, you can keep this just straight if you want to, because there's really not an awful lot of room. But I'm just a snip up the middle, and then I'm just coming in from the corner to the center of where I snipped there. Maybe you can see it better on there. There you go. So it's really tiny space. So like I say, you might choose not to do it. And then just snip in from either end. Okay. And then again, I just stuck that on because I wanted it to, you know, jump up a little bit with another glue dot. So this time I'm just going to pop it down on the ribbon here. You could put a few more on if you wanted to keep it in a, you know, a more fixed position. And then that's just going to sit on the box there. So there you have it. That's project 1 of 6. So join me in the next video and I'll show you the next card. Take care, bye.